Hey guys, so a lot of people have been running into so many issues trying to use the Get My Payment. So here's the thing on the IRS website, right? Although this went live several days ago, it kind of really wasn't fully working until the 17th, until yesterday. Okay, that's what my sources had told me. That's when it was supposed to be actually active, but a lot of people wasn't aware of that. Even though I did mention that in my last video with the Q&A, you might want to check that out about all this stimulus stuff and other things I covered. But nevertheless, I had stated that the Get My Payment link would be better to try on the 17th. And so now in today's video, I'm going to do a walkthrough so that everyone can, get acclimated with that, okay? For those of you who don't know who I am and what I do, my name is Tasha Harge, but on social media, I go by Tasha Nicole _entrepreneur, and also Entrepreneur Help Desk on YouTube. On Instagram, I'm Entrepreneur _help _desk. I'm a tax strategist, self-employment educator, and consultant to middle and high income self-employed people, including those who side hustle and freelance. Okay, this video is for informational purposes only. You should seek the advice of your own professional. You do not have to listen to me and should also do your own research, but keep in mind that I am not some YouTuber on here talking about random tax and business topics. I am an accountant in real life, and I use my YouTube page and other social media to help educate my viewers and subscribers. Okay, so you're going to come to irs.gov. You're going to click Get My Payment. One thing I want to kind of explain, you see it saying here you may need your 2019 return if filed and your 2018 return. So some glitches are in here based off of what I've seen going on between what my clients have tried to do when I try to get in here and mess around. The first thing is you definitely, in order for this whole thing to work properly, you definitely had needed to file for 2018. Let me also say this, I don't mean to jump around, guys, but this tool is really for people who they filed. Let me give you an example. If you were someone who filed in 2018 but you owed a balance, they do not have your bank information on file. Okay, your routing number and account number, because you owed them money. Even if you paid from your bank account. I know they got hella nerve, but that's how they operate, okay? So they don't have your information on file, and that's why they need you to kind of come in here and give it to them. But the flip side to this whole thing working properly is that if you owed in 2018 and paid or whatever, whether you paid or didn't pay, but you haven't yet filed for 2019, this whole thing is not going to work, okay? What is going to work is this. If you had already filed 18, got that straight, you paid, okay, and then you also already filed 19, you're in the system whether you owed or not, right? Let's say you owed both years, okay? That's what this is for. Okay, this tool is not to be used by someone who, let's say, for example, in 18, you did get a refund. Okay, you did it on direct deposit. Okay, you do not need to come in here and do anything with this tool because they do have your bank information. Okay, the other thing I want to mention is that there was recently a video circulating that went viral of some angry people in front of this tax preparer's office because their refunds they thought it came to his account. No, guys, listen, when you're someone who has your tax preparer print your check, okay, that's a third-party bank involved. And so we tax preparers, those are not our bank accounts, okay? It's a third-party bank involved, which it allows us the capability to print your check right from our office. So what happened was those stimulus checks went to that bank account. Okay, but the third-party banks were fully aware of the error and they immediately sent that money back to IRS. So now they're going to come out as a paper check to you in the mail. Now, what is going to be a little complicated is if you moved or whatever, that check is going to what was on file on your tax return, okay? So yeah, that's what's going on with that. And that was like a big misunderstanding with all of that. Okay, let me get back to business. All right, so we're going to click on Get My Payment. Right, we're going to say okay. Now here's where you're going to enter the social. Okay, you're going to come here and enter the date of birth. The street address. And the zip code. Then you're going to say continue. See here, now you get this whole screen, right? Now it's going to say enter bank information because the example that I'm using is what I just explained. Okay, this person had already filed for both years, owed both years. IRS does not have their bank information. So what I'm doing right now is helping them get it a bit quicker, because the other thing I want to quickly say is even if you don't come in here and do this step, guys, you're not going to not get your money, okay? They are going to probably just send it by check, and it may just take a little longer to come. Okay, so now let's enter the bank information. Okay. All right, now let me explain this. Adjusted gross income. This is really important, guys. Okay, a lot of people get confused. Even I notice when people are filling out FAFSA for their children's college stuff, okay? They're not asking, I believe college does ask for gross wages, but then they ask for adjusted gross. But what I'm saying is, please begin to learn your terminology. You know, you guys, when it comes to these taxes, adjusted gross income is not the same thing as your wage, because after certain things come out like deductions, exemptions, and all sorts of things, your income, your adjusted gross income, is something different. 9 times out of 10 is usually different than your wage. Okay, so you would get this number. The other thing I'm going to mention is that, okay, please enter the following information from your 2019 tax return if you already filed, if you have not filed. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to hope this works properly for this demonstration. It's saying if you have not filed, then use information from 2018. Okay, so because the example that I'm using, that the person allowed me to use this as an example, I know for a fact that they had already tried to enter information from 2019 and it didn't work. So now I know that this needs to go in for 2018, and let me just explain a little bit about that part. So even though it's saying here to use 2019 and you know you had already filed, what is these glitches in the system, you know, when it comes to technology, etc. So what's going on is that for some reason this back end stuff didn't really get updated with the person's 2019, which is why the system asked them to enter 2018. So let's hope this isn't a fail, that I didn't go through this whole explanation for nothing. Let me go over here and get the information off the return. Okay. All right. And you're going to just enter whole numbers. Okay, no dollar signs, no periods, no commas. Okay, did you receive a refund or did you owe money? I owed money. Okay, let me also backtrack for a minute, because this is kind of like my first time reaching this far. So I'm going to say that this tool might also work for someone who needs to update their bank account information. Do some research, guys. You know, don't 100% quote me on that, because a lot of resources I had came across said that you didn't need to come in here and do that, but I don't know. Now I'm seeing this question here. It's asking you, did you receive a refund or not? So nevertheless, it could be for that purpose too. So you're going to enter the amount here that you owed. And now you're going to enter the bank information. Okay. Let me just get that 1 second. Okay. And then you're going to put it again. Okay, now you're going to enter the bank account information. And you're going to re-enter it again. hit submit. Oops, let's see. Information you entered does not match our records. Please try again. You see? You see? Okay, so wait a minute, guys. So maybe it is going to want 2019. My person had told me they asked for 2018. So let's circle back. Give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, so let me actually fix that. And for 2019, just so you know, the adjusted gross income is on page 1 of your 1040. I think it's line 8B, okay? For 2018, if they're asking you for 2018 information, I think it's going to be line 7. And I think that was page 2 of the 1040. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, let me fix this, because I think what happened here was the reverse. I think that I needed to enter 2019. My person might have got it a little wrong. Okay, bear with me, guys. Okay, so I entered the amount. Now let's go to submit. Let's cross our fingers. Yes, it was a success. Okay, you have successfully submitted your bank account information. Your payment will be deposited into your account using what you provided. Now the issue is when. Okay, listen, guys. We'll save that for another video. Hopefully this will be getting to my person soon. And if you're doing it, you know, it should be getting to you soon. I don't know when off the top of my head. But thank you guys for watching. Okay, if you haven't already, if you're watching this on my YouTube, please subscribe. And if you're watching this on my Facebook or Instagram, please like. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.